A little bit sticky?
That was really good. That was good.
Join us at Fjäderholmarnas Bryggeri on the tiny island of Fjäderholmen, 30-minute boat ride from the centre of Stockholm. This brewpub has been here since 2014. You'll find 10 beers on tap, 5 served from the tank, and they're the ones we'll be trying today, along with local resident, ex-brewer and old friend John Wilson.
So what we got? We got the Pilsner Session IPA, New England IPA, a goose, and a dry stout.
That looks good.
Just quite exciting. I must admit we've cheated a little bit here and actually tried a few of them already. So that Pilsner is absolutely incredible. Much more that kind of
impressed.
It's the European style Pilsner
Yeah.
at the end of the day, isn't it? It's not too hoppy. It's proper like biscuity,
Yeah, it's
caramel snap sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like
crisp.
a crispy boy.
Yeah, but that's what you want from a Pilsner as well. I think sometimes people can kind of over-dramatize it a little bit.
Overcomplicate things.
Yeah, they
and
want to make it like
Yeah.
into something else. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you just want a Victoria sponge.
Yeah.
Stop fucking dressing
Give me
up.
a bunch of
Normal
sponge
chocolate mud cake. Sorry on the beer. So next up, Session IPA, which again we have never tried before, so very excited.
I'm very excited for this one. Love this one.
Yeah. This was actually staff pick as well.
Yeah,
It was.
It
This
was
was
staff
dealer's choice.
Yeah.
I
And
Favoured beer of the
think
staff, allegedly.
first of all, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I think
So I believe the ABV is, 4.5?
it.
It tastes like, you know, we describe high ABV beers of, it hides its ABV well. You know, you have a 10% stout in it.
Yeah.
This is the opposite.
Yeah.
This is a 4.5 beer that tastes like a 6.5% beer.
It carries it
Yeah.
very, very well.
because it's got it's got flavour, but like you still want to keep back and sipping it.
Yeah,
and
it's-
going for it.
It's
Yeah.
not too thick as well. It looks very thick, but
Yeah,
it's not. It's actually
yeah.
quite light. And I think,
Yeah.
you know, what you have to do, especially in the market now, is you have to make these beers and you have to make them want to be drunk like over and over again, because that's
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, we were discussing it before. There's obviously a lean towards sessionability at
Yeah.
the moment
Oh,
around
yeah,
craft beer,
absolutely.
but
Yeah.
you don't want to sacrifice the flavour aspect
Yeah.
of a 10% tipper. I know, I'm not saying this is quite, 10% tipper level, but it's still clearly heavily hot.
you're gonna make those because there's a market for it, but the market for the 4.5% is way bigger than the market for the 9%
Yeah.
triple IPA or double
Despite
IPA, whatever.
what Untapped might tell you.
Yeah. Well, the reason is that the people who drink these don't have Untapped, and don't care about it as much.
Yeah.
They're
Funny enough, they are the majority.
the majority. They're buying full-sized glasses. They're drinking many of them as well, rather than drinking one and then leaving.
Yeah.
You know, I think these are the ones. These are your bread and butter as a company. If you make these very well, and you can make them well consistently. And I think this is just a fantastic example. Like, this is something that if I came here for the day and we'd walked around and it was warm, this would be the one that I wanted to have.
Yeah.
Although also the sun is shining, I really want that stout as well.
We're getting to it.
When you
All right.
when you
New
put it
England.
over, my eyes lit up.
You're like,
So this is actually our first time trying this
Yeah.
instead of just
okay, we haven't had this one.
making it up
Yeah.
on the other ones.
so
No,
they're
we
New
haven't.
England style.
Yeah,
Is it
New
five
England
and a
IPA
half,
6.5%.
Yeah,
This
I
one.
think
Yeah.
it almost has this like kind of grey-green tinge to it because it looks so thick. It looks like
I'm sure we can do a proper shot of it later, but that is oh my god.
this looks like the head disappeared on this one really quickly as well.
It's almost got a bit of hot burn about it, but it's kind of pleasant like that.
Hot
There's a
burn in a
little
good
bit
way?
of astringency.
I would say that's the first time I've ever smelled a beer where the smell is hot.
You've skipped the
actual.
water.
Yeah.
You've skipped
Yeast.
any kind of like, citra or lemony. Oh, this is this. It's just hot.
Straight hot. Yeah.
You get
Nose
pine,
in
you
the
get
bag.
gooseberry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just hot.
So then we got the ghost. So this is not a fruity one, not a flavoured one, just a straight up
Salty boy.
Straight up ghost.
Salt on the tongue.
Which is delightfully,
Okay, because
delightfully
we
refreshing.
had another ghost before.
No, this is the same ghost.
This is the same ghost.
But act like you've never tried it before.
We'll just cut that bit out.
Yeah.
No, that is very refreshing. I like the style, and I said this before, that the ghost was the beer nerd style. As in, like, that was the one that, like, oh, you don't drink gross. You don't drink the salty one that smells like feet. Oh my god.
That smells like feet. What?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So like it was. Yeah. Right. It's like it was almost like a badge of honor. It's like I drink this.
Yeah.
And you don't like
I
it.
can handle this, and you can't. Whoa.
And this is a really good example of it being like a little bit adjusted a little bit to be like, okay, this is now for
a little bit more
most people.
accessible, a little bit more wide masses. Yeah, it's certainly not screw your face up sour, but the flavour that comes from that is beautiful, salty. I don't want to go as far as say it's like a bit fruity, because it's not, but like it's not
citrusy almost.
Yeah.
It's that kind of.
100%.
Well, going back to the sessionability, we have now a Scandinavian dark beer that is below 10%.
I love it. I love it.
Potentially the only one in existence. But this is a dry stout at just 4.3.
Which is just so pleasant to hear, isn't it?
Roasty. Mate, that is.
I'm looking at their head stick to the glass, and it's like
a little taste at home.
A little bit sticky.
That was really good. That was really good.
Yeah, roasty, bit chocolatey, but not sweet chocolatey, more bitter chocolatey.
Like dark chocolate.
I know it's a dry stout, but it delivers on that dry finish as well.
Yeah, it really
It's
does.
not cloying,
Yeah, it really
it's not
did.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's like you want to go back for another sip
I
of
would say,
immediately.
and I would say the level is quite consistent. I think if you have like a low ABV stout, quite often they fly away off your palate like very quickly. So you've taken a sip and then it's just disappeared.
Yeah.
Right, and then the opposite with the really high ABV ones, like the 11-12%, where they stick around.
It sits and holds your tongue for ages.
For
and
2 days later, you still tasted maple mud cake
and
pie.
marshmallows there as well.
Oh, the pasta I had was great, but it just tasted like marshmallows.
Try and pair that with
I had a
a
pastry stout a week ago, and I just haven't been able to taste anything since. Like this one holds its level very quickly. I would say it's a little bit. It's more see-through than the New England.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Like
can
you've got
see
a bit of light.
You can see the light coming through, which
Whereas that
is just nothing.
All right, so you're going back to one of these 5 beers for a whole pint, which in Sweden is. How much is a whole pint in Sweden? 400 millilitres?
400 ml?
Yeah, that's
generally speaking.
Not actual pint.
I'd say craft places would have a 0.4, like so 400 milliliters. If you're going in for like what's called a Storstark, which directly translates to big strong, which is when my girlfriend told me that, she was like, when we moved, because we met in Oslo.
Did it then become your nickname?
Well, no, it's never been that. You have to cut that out. You can't do that. But when she told me it, I was just like, no, there's no way I'm falling for this shit. I'm not saying to another grown man, can I have a big strong?
Can I have a big strong?
Like, I'm not saying it. And then while I was in the queue, the guy in front of me said it, and I was just like, maybe it's a thing.
It's a thing. This is normal. All right.
So that's like your standard lager that would be on. I mean, purely on today, I would say it's quite difficult, actually.
I mean, the
quality,
standard,
the quality of
has
all
been
it is.
high.
Yeah, I would say if it was today, I think it would have to be the session, because I just think that's just enjoyable to drink.
Yeah.
It's because the Pilsner was very light and very fresh. The IPA was really flavoursome, and the Ghost is very crisp. I think that has a good combination of all qualities. Kind of balanced very well. Yeah. But then, if it was one beer and go home, I'd do the stout.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I know that's not an answer, but yeah.
No, I mean that entirely makes sense. Actually, I mean I'm really struck between these two, dry stout and the session IPA.
Yeah.
Originally, like trying the session IPA, I love that easiness of drinking. You got enough flavour there as well, but it's nothing that sticks to your face too much.
Yeah.
You know, you want to go back and have another sip. And I find those lighter, slightly more hoppy beers nicer for this type of weather. You know, that sort of summer session idea.
Yeah.
But then I just love the flavours of this. You know, it's just...
It was so good.
It delivers a lot.
It delivers a lot for what it is. And when you say 4.2? 4.2. Yeah. It's really not that high. And yeah, it's just brilliant.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to be controversial about this.
Are you?
I'm going to go with a New England.
Are you actually? Okay.
It is, and I don't mean this in a bad way, it is one of the least structured, balanced beers I've had. It is just all out assault.
Yeah, assault on the tongue. Yeah. And the nose,
There's part
actually.
of me that's here for it.
It's almost like they've made a New England and then condensed it down.
Condensed New England.
It's
coming to a Sainsbury's near you.
It's the condensed milk of that.
Yeah. I mean, look at the colour of it as well.
I know.
It's just, it's rich, it's thick.
I know.
Right.
Compared the colour of it compared to the other ones as well. Like, it's just fantastic. But I mean, I'm just going to go in.
Let's just go in again.